I was raised in a small town in southwest Missouri, a town of about 12,000 people, a high school of under 1,000 students. And when I was in high school, I never really struggled at all. I was one of the top students in my high school. I got accepted into a very good school. And when I went to college, I moved from southwest Missouri, in a town of about 12,000 people, to Evanston, Illinois, which is the first suburb north of Chicago. So a little bit of a change in environment, going from small town, rural southwest Missouri to urban Chicago area. When I got to school, I found that all of a sudden I had gone from being a big fish in a small pond to being a very small fish in a very big pond. I met wonderful friends. However, what I quickly began to realize was that I was no longer the smart kid at school. I was one of many, many, many smart kids in school. And the effect that that had on me immediately was, for the first time really in my life, I began to doubt myself and my intelligence, my place, and just really kind of struggled early on with doubting my ability for the first time. And so along with the doubt was this arrival of doubt, which really led to me kind of comparing myself to everyone else who was in a class that I was in, and thinking, am I doing the same kind of work that that student is doing? I'm getting a decent grade, but they must be getting much better grades than I am getting. Also was the first time that I had gotten a grade that was not an A. And that fed even more into this kind of cycle of doubt, of self-doubt. But eventually, mainly through the friends that I had and realizing that they accepted me for who I was, and regardless of their course of study or how intelligent I thought that they were, they seemed to also think that I was a relatively intelligent guy. And what I was able to do was to stop looking at it as a competition between myself and other students, and to really take ownership of my own college education to say, this is what I want to do, this is what I can do, and this is what I'm willing to do, the work I'm willing to put in, and to really put those comparisons behind me and just really focus on my education for my sake. And the result was that it took a little bit of time off, but in 5 years I graduated with my BA and really have never looked back.